And so we come to our third and final segment in the sixth week, week 6 of Greek 2, CRST 272. Again, let me emphasize to you how important this semester is. Even though we are learning so much or have to learn so much only online and even with recorded video segments instead of live Zoom classes, live video classes, it is still important that you really learn this material well. In chapters 12, 13, 14, 15, and 16. These are the chapters which we concentrate in Greek 2 in our textbook. Let me ask you to look, please, at section 14.1.2 dictionaries in your textbook. And just to mention that the dictionary will show, if you notice the last paragraph on the first column, for nouns, the dictionary indicates whether the noun is masculine or feminine and shows which noun pattern it follows by listing its genitive singular. For example, the word logos would be listed as logos, ou, m. Or in some dictionaries, I might mention, it would be listed as logos, ou, and then ho, the masculine article, instead of the abbreviation m for masculine. But in some way, it would show that this word is masculine. Now, we might not see the need for showing the masculine or the article, but now that we have gotten to third declension nouns and realize that we don't necessarily know when we see the word charis if it is masculine or feminine, or when we see the word cher, hand, if it is masculine or feminine, we realize that it's important that in the dictionary we not only have the nominative case, but we also have the article. Now, the other thing that's important is that we also have the genitive singular. If I go back now to our presentation that we were looking at before, you notice that each noun has what I would like to call a key consonant. The key consonant, for example, the word for hope, elpis, is delta. The genitive, and the dictionary would give the genitive singular elpidos. By giving us the genitive singular, it gives us the stem that we will follow almost to the end, except for the dative plural. For example, we have elpida, elpidos, elpidi, elpides, elpidas, elpidon. Only the dative plural drops the delta and becomes sigma, elpisin. But the same thing is true of the next word to the right on your presentation, nux, night. The word nux is actually formed by nuk with the kappa as the key consonant added with sigma, which we know is from our mnemonic device sa-osi. Sigma plus kappa becomes nux, becomes xi, and that's why we have xi. That explains why we have xi, but it's probably just as easy to remember nux, and then the genitive nuktos. But the genitive and because it's given to us in the dictionary, and first of all, helps us to see that these words are third declension. For example, gune, you remember even I got confused in the last lesson and called it at first a first declension noun, when actually it is a third declension noun. But if I had thought, I would have realized that gune and the genitive gunaikos is because the genitive is given in the dictionary as gunaikos, that this is a third declension noun, not a first declension noun. Now it also, of course, gives the gender with he in most dictionaries. Some would put F for feminine. But it's important now that when we are asked to write lexicon forms, for example, in parsing words, when we are asked to parse nouns, that we write the nominative singular and then the the genitive singular, and then the article, or M, F, or N for masculine, feminine, or neuter. So because with many of these third declension nouns, we have to memorize, are they masculine or are they feminine? Two other words that are in our vocabulary, in particular, I own, I just want to point out, have some variation, but again, the basic pattern is followed. OCSS onsin with the endings, and we notice that the basic vowel is the key consonant. The key consonant is nu, but the nu falls away with the dative plural, iosin. All the others have it except the nominative and vocative, the singular, I own. This word has a variety, quite a range in meaning. It can mean age. It can mean, especially the adjective forever. It can mean eternally, but we'll talk about that at a later time. You may be thinking this is a lot to learn, but remember, we are learning a language. Language learning is difficult. Remember, we are actually learning also a culture. We are learning how the apostles thought. We are getting insight into their thinking, and it is through this thinking that God first revealed himself and showed his son Jesus Christ. And it is important that we learn the language so that we can learn the culture and the thinking, the humanity of those who first expressed the gospel to us. So don't be lazy. Don't let your guard down, but intensify your efforts, because I assure you, as we apply ourselves diligently to New Testament Greek, the Bible will become much more alive than it ever has before through the Spirit's work in his word. God bless you.